Alright, yeah.
Reload loud.
I don't know.
Attempt number 3. Take 3. Two,
Third
one.
time's a charm, but the first two conversations were alright. I feel like,
I don't think I got much brain power left
yeah, like, I feel
for
like,
another like deep talk.
there weren't, those talks weren't
I'm
even
gonna
deep.
just be chatting.
They were just
I'm gonna
cool
just be chatting.
conversations for real, bro. Like,
Like, okay, well, none of this shit I'm gonna say is gonna be like really factual or anything. Like, it's not gonna bring any realization to anyone.
let's just make this like a Joe Rogan episode. Like, what was your
Fuck it.
favorite? What do you think your favorite time getting high with me was? Or and then your favorite time getting high in general, like, or like without me, not just in, cause
I mean, I like those bathroom pre-roll sessions. Those were fun. It was all there, three of us.
oh, that was pretty fire.
Uh, Wiring the cart in your car. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Uh, Smoking a dispo in my closet. That's it's gotta be a bud one. Probably the pre-roll in the bathroom.
I feel like our first time smoking was alright. You was like running and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't. Yeah, well, I just don't think I was like really high.
Yeah,
I
I
was.
wasn't that high either. Cause Jenna and Neva's weed back then kind of sucked. Like Riku's weed was good, but I did not get high. Like, cause I went from smoking Riku's weed to Jenna and Neva's weed. Trash.
Yeah, them bitches was smoking boof. Straight ass.
That was the
That
only plug
that
we
boy was
still had
making
though.
a that boy was making a living. That boy was selling
Yeah.
his scraps.
I mean, no, he did. We still bought like 10 G's. I don't know, but
Oh yeah, no, we had hella weed.
like
Fucking we
it was
rolled
heck of weed. It just
four
wasn't
blunts,
good.
and then we were in Taylor's room that whole night basically for some reason.
Bro, when we was in, for some reason, I didn't get high off the Taylor smoke sesh, but I do remember being high. Like I don't remember being high. I don't know if I was high actually. I don't think I was, cause I rarely got high with Jenna. But like, I don't think I was high when you was like running and stuff, and like I just got done rolling the 4 blunts. But like I for sure was high when me and Jenna was. I don't know. We had like cereal. I think they were like Reese's Puffs or something. Those were bussin' munchies. But like me and Jenna, we were like playing GTA on her PlayStation, and we were just like, bro, these graphics are so good. uh, like me and her were just like talking about the graphics. Which is weird to look back. Like I just had a girlfriend and we was both high talking about some dumb like graphics on GTA.
Yeah,
High as heck. Like man, that's silly.
I would still if we would still be able to pull that off. Like if Jenna was still here and we was all a group, I would just say that I'm like going over to your house and we just sneak out. And I'd pause my location at your house. Bada boom, bada bang.
Nah, bro. I
And
feel
then
like
we
my
won't be
house would. Like
and
I
then
feel
we
like
won't be smoking on booth.
I feel like Ava's mom probably don't got her location. I mean, I don't know about now, but then I don't think she did. And then like if we was still a friend group, like I feel like I just like if it was now and Jenna's like if everything was the same, I'd just pull up to her crib. Ava Jenna would hop in the car at like nighttime. I'd drive off. You stay at my basement. We'd all just chill in my basement because they could like sneak out for real.
Yeah. Nigga, why would I stay in the basement? I could just come with you. Like
I remember Jenna's parent, like Jenna's dad, only got mad at her. Like it was weird because like she didn't get in trouble for stuff that was like her. Like sometimes she did, but like she didn't get in trouble for stuff that was her fault. Like I remember she got grounded twice because of some dumb like. She was like in 7th grade. She said, not 7th grade. She wasn't here, but like 6th grade, I think. She was talking to me. She was like, she got in trouble because her dad used to like want her to have her phone in to him by 7:30, I think. I don't know the time. And so, and like if not, she would like get on her head about it. So she went to go deliver her phone at 7:30, and she walked in on Ashley and her dad having sex.
No.
And she got in trouble. She got grounded for that. Like, like, how's that her fault? Like, it was a lose lose. But like, also, I remember this one time she got grounded. She was trying to do her schoolwork, and she needed the printer, so she needed to print something. So she used this laptop that wasn't her school computer, and she saw pictures of like her Ashley and her dad having sex again, like Ashley giving her dad head, like she got grounded for that. Like this is
Sex
weird.
tape.
Yeah, and like it's weird how you punish your daughter for witnessing that. Like that's on you, bro. You can't have your kid get exposed to that. I don't know, bro. There's no point if you're in marriage. Like if you're in marriage, there's no like. What is the point of nudes? Like I get
What is the what of dudes? What the
like
fuck?
you live together. Like what's the point of
Or
a
just
sex
whip
tape?
them out or
Is
some shit.
like what's the point
I'm
of a
trying to
sex
see
tape?
something.
You're not porn stars. You're not young because you're married. Like you
But
might
they
be in
gonna
your
look back
late
at it or
20s.
some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
They
You're not
probably
gonna
look
look
back at it.
like you're not
What
gonna
the
look
fuck?
back at it either because it's just like you're with each other every day and then like you're thankful for the time you're away from each other when you're at work or something because it's like dang I'm like it's a alone time, then you got to come back to your partner, and it's like and then you're like you can have sex there, like it's not like it's not like you're just gonna be looking in bed one night just jerking it to your sex tape, like no, like you got the real
Then
thing in
y'all
front
both
of you.
gonna be watching the sex tape jerking.
Yeah, the only time
Like
like
what?
I like could understand that maybe is like if you like send nudes to your guy while he's at work to turn him on or whatever. But even then, it's like, bro, I see you every day. Like for real, just wait till you get home. Like there's no point. Like there's no point. Like what you
Honey, you can't wait until 4:30. Jeez.
exactly.
I went to work. I went to work 3 hours ago. Shouldn't you be taking the kids to school? No, I'm posing in my new lingerie.
Would you have sex with your girlfriend if she pregnant?
If she's
I
pregnant?
I would. I'd have
That's
pregnant
a
sex.
threesome.
Okay. Didn't have to make it weird.
Fuck the pregnant bitch. That's a threesome.
That bar
That's
was
a,
crazy. I can't believe
that's
Tyler just spit that.
yeah.
We were
Tyler
cool
did
with it.
say he said rape the pregnant bitch. Tell my friends I had a threesome. He said raped a pregnant bitch. Told my friends I had a threesome. That I remember that shit.
I mean, I guess
What?
we all knew he was joking, but like, you shouldn't be raping pregnant women. Come on, man.
I gotta look. Which song was that? Is that Yonkers? I think that's Yonkers. Yeah,
Definitely early Tyler, bro.
yeah, Goblin for sure. Goblin. Way. I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not a threesome with a fucking triceratops retard. Rhythm that's rock stars. We've made it in-war dreadlocks. Harder than a motherfucking Flintstone. Making crack rocks out of pussy fish bowls. This Jasper trying to get grown about 5-7 of these bitches in my bedroom. Swallow the sinister, swim the sinister shit. Well, Sid has been telling me she's been getting intimate with men. Sid, shut the fuck up. Here's a number to my therapist. Tell him all your problems. He's fucking awesome with listening. It might be another song, but I know which songs. I know which songs to look for. Like, goddamn goblin. I'm a
Definitely
goblin.
on Goblin though.
Yeah. Oh, this is it. Wait, I think. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, it's not. Is it? I'm cutting 3
I
past
feel
6,
like it's
6
a
in this
different
bitch.
beat.
Into the dish, I'm throwing cocks to cock 9. We take shit or Columbine, but when I went home for some damn adventure time. Saw some pink zannies and dance on the house and roll. No, it's like coming up. Understand me. I'm not gay. I just wanna boogie to some Marvin. Fuck her, wolf. Yeah, it's right here. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, it's not. Fuck, man. I keep thinking it's coming up. Team of leaders and pick up Stevie Wonder to be the wide receiver. Fuck money, diamonds. Fat ones that I got something to feed them. Cooking books. Wait, I know it's gotta be coming up. I'm pretty sure it's here. Like, it's coming up. I'm gonna look through the lyrics right quick. It's not. What the fuck? Okay.
Whenever I'm tripping, bro, there's so much more on my mind. Like, there's so much more to talk about. Like, I just want to talk about everything. But whenever I'm not on drugs, I'm just like,
Is it fish? Wait, I think it is. Slipping her drink in the blink of an eye. I can make a white girl look chink. Don't know what to think. Cause the last time I attempted this
no.
shit, the judge ordered me to see a shrink. Started with a link, intended.
I think it's
Tron Cat? I think it's Tron Cat. I'm pretty sure it's Tron Cat. No. It's Tron Cat. Oh yes, this one. It's gotta be this one. Hold on.
it's Tron Cat. It is Tron Cat.
Rape the rape the pregnant bitch and tell my friends I had it. Here it is.
Yeah, this is it. Yep.
Like, what are these beats he's hopping on though? Like, what the fuck? How did this
No.
motherfucker?
Bro, Tyler's so weird. Like, how did Tyler get popping with these bars, bro? Like that's so weird. Like, imagine like hopping in the stew with Tyler underground,
Yeah,
and
and
like
he start talking
he
about
starts talking about the most out of pocket
werewolves.
stuff.
I know you heard of us. We're murderers and young enough to get the fucking priest to come and flirt with us. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
bro, for real. Like, imagine just like being I mean, I
Hold on,
guess he
wait.
produces his
That's kind
own
of a
stuff.
bar. Young enough to get the fucking priest to come and flirt with us.
Oh my goodness.
Young enough to, cause like priests be known to like
Yeah.
fuck with little kids. This dude, what is he? What is he? You N words rapping about effing and getting head. Instead, I rap about effing bitches and getting heads. What the fuck is that? And what does that mean?
Me and Flex searching through the index for big buff net for some hot butt.
Butt sex.
Yeah, bro.
Why you N-word stacking bread? I can stack a couple dead bodies, making red look less of a color, more of a hobby. I'm not a rapper, nor a rapist, nor a racist. I fuck bitches with no permission and tend to hate shit. What the fuck?
Bro, what? You just said a whole lot to say a whole lot of nothing, but it's still out of pocket somehow.
He said he's not a rapist, but he fucked bitches with no permission. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's wild for sure. I
Brag about the actions in a rhyming pattern matter. Then proceed to sat her down with when I go splatter in her chatterbox. What?
JT, uh, Tyler the Creator is something else. What's your favorite time getting high without me? Like,
Torture with the super soaker at the Asian liquor store. This type of shit that make a Chris Brown want to kick a whore. What the fuck?
Chris Brown did be doing that though.
Torture with the super soaker at the Asian liquor store. This the type of shit that make a Chris Brown want to kick a whore. What the
Bro,
fuck?
I wonder how he
How do you
like
write this shit down?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, imagine like writing your bars and being like, "Yep, this is it. This is what I'm finna say."
I
Bro,
want to
people
be the
talking about,
reason.
bro, what's so weird is I feel like cancel culture for real just picks and chooses.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get canceled unless you care what you're getting canceled about. Like,
Well, he can't be canceled now because he's gay or he's bisexual.
I
But he
mean, he
can't
did
get
say stuff
canceled now.
about rape though.
Yeah. I want to be the reasons why all lesbians
That just
hate
goes
dick
to show.
and
That's
make them Bullwinkle the red moose. What the
what the
fuck?
heck? What the heck?
Game of duck, duck, duck tape with a dead goose.
Ugh,
She running around motherfucking dungeon, her legs loose. Until I
bro,
accidentally get the saw to her head. Oops. What the fuck?
that's crazy. No, bro, but that just goes to show gay people get away with everything.
Bitch, I'm Tyler the Creator. Suck your feet up like a beach of leeches. Rubber more than the fucking bottom of a sneaker. Jeeper, the fucking creeper. Get your
Uh,
daughter and keep her in the jeeps where the wolf gang rides around deeper. Take her to Ladera, now she's scared, and you're embarrassed, filled with terror. Chop her legs off and tell her to run some errands. Put her eyes in a canteen, take her to barracks. Wait, hold on. I want to see what is.
Terror, chop her legs off and tell her to run some errands. Put her eyes in a canteen, take her to the barracks. Stare at Steve, say it costs 10 to fuck Eric. Put her in the lake, her body seems great. Now it's time to fish her like Derek. Satan says we're dangerous.
Ain't no way people were bopping this shit back in the day.
how do you
Back
just
in
like,
2011.
especially like I don't know, like I don't understand like if he was like when he was underground and on the come up, how did people just like put this on the ox and like be like, yo, let me put you on. This guy's up and coming, and then they listen and they're
They
like, what
start,
the?
they start playing. They start playing.
There's a sniffer sniffing out at Michael Jackson's trying to suck our dick. Hippopot the fucking llamas, dead bodies, cheerleading squatters, gator team, a bunch of fucking bees and the Kiki Palmers. They were never.
I'm beating who. If someone put this shit on Ox back in the day, I'm fucking beating their ass. I'm like, you
Nah,
will
but
never do Ox again.
I was probably up there bopping it too. Like
I fucked
that's what.
with Yonkers. I know I fucked with She and Yonkers back in like She.
Golden rubbers in these denim pockets.
Like see, that's some good shit.
It's
She.
just the beats are hard and like the flow and the lyrics are hard too. But it's like what he's actually saying, Like if you live, like it's like, oh my goodness, this guy is crazy.
Let me look at what he's trying to say in she. Got them gold ninja stars written. No, that's Frank Ocean saying that shit.
Bro.
You touch yourself after hours, and no man allowed in your bedroom. You're sleeping alone in your bed. You check your window. He's at your window. Oh,
JT,
this
what's
is
your
just a bite. With intention, that's right. You'll be down to earth quicker if you diss me tonight. Body happiest inside to kick it tonight. We can chill and I can act like I don't wanna fuck. You can tell me all your problems like I don't even get to for us. Cause you're the one that I want. Don't wanna seem like a punk pussy that slips over punk pussies. Feelings on the front, but I'm in the top. I'm writing songs about we. We is including I and yourself making three. Little ones, drums scream pretty hard if you ask me.
bro? I'm
You're
very
pretty
buzzed.
broad at the top
Gotta stop
three.
hitting this. Hey, bro.
You're pretty broad at the top
What's
three. The
the
things I've been waiting to come say.
what's
Yonkers.
what's your favorite time getting high without me? And like, tell me the story about what went down that day.
Uh, I've had some pretty fun times at Rocco's house. Like one night I stayed the night at Rocco's
How's Rocco
with
like hanging out with him when he's high? Like, is he like insane? Like, does he do crazy stuff, or is it like
No, he
chill?
doesn't do crazy. He's just chill. He's usually chill. Sometimes he gets a little like what's it? He gets annoyed easily, I
Yeah.
guess. But usually he's just chilling. And like, I mean, he didn't get annoyed when like Ahmed and Jaden Bittner, they were like wrestling and they broke this big ass mirror in his room. And it was like, dude, it was like middle of the night too. Like, that's why I love Rocco's house, cause like you can be as loud as you want, do whatever the fuck you want, and like nothing's gonna like his mom just isn't there, or she just doesn't care. Like it was like in the middle of the night, and then these motherfuckers are wrestling, and then you just hear like how loud glass is when it shatters. It's just like and I was like, what the fuck? Like, and I was like super, like, that was the most weed I probably ever smoked in one sitting. Because we bought like probably an ounce of weed and we smoked it all in that one night. The four of us. We had a bong,
Dang, if you
hella
think about
cones.
it, if you have an ounce and you smoked it full each, that's like a quarter ounce a person.
Yep.
But like, some people had to
And we had
carry
a
more than
disco.
others.
Oh yeah, Rocco and Jaden were definitely carrying. Cause Ahmed and I were just fucking shit. Like I was so hot, like, and I was so hungry too. And this motherfucker's mom ordered pizza. Like he said he was like they were ordering pizza, and I was waiting like, and that was like when I first got there at the beginning. And like they're like, yeah, we're ordering pizza right now. The pizza didn't show up until like past midnight, bro. I swear. Like I was so fucking hungry, and I was like starving from the munchies, and then I'm just waiting on this pizza. I'm not trying to look like I'm not enjoying myself, because I was enjoying myself, but I wasn't trying to complain like about food and shit, but I was super fucking hungry, and finally this motherfucker's mom calls him and he's like, hey, the pizza's downstairs, or the pizza's like upstairs because we're in the basement, and so we all go upstairs and start eating that shit, smacking it. And then we go back downstairs, and then like I'm just eating my pizza, and then these two random ass dudes like fucking, they're like, I think they were, I didn't think they were grown men. They were like juniors or sophomores in high school, and I was in 8th grade at the time. So they were like,
So Rocco was
they're a
in
few years,
seventh.
they're a few years older. Yeah, they're a few years older, and they come over and they're like, "Yo, what's up, Rocco? Yeah, I don't know what Alki had. I think it was I think it was like a Crown Royale bottle. So those motherfuckers just pulled up and they just started drinking in the room with us. And I was bugging. I was like, who the fuck are these dudes? Like, and so they're just drinking and they finish the bottle and then they leave, go drunk driving or whatever. Motherfuckers probably crashed or some shit. I don't know
Yeah.
who the fuck those dudes were. Anyways, and then so then we're just after we got all those munchies. Um, I remember uh, Rocco and I we hotboxed under his sheets. We had a cone and we were just smoking the cone under his sheets. And then I had to tap out of the hot box. It was I couldn't breathe. It was
Mm.
getting too hard for me to breathe. So,
Do they get mad at you or do they just chill? They're just like,
no, he's like,
been there.
JT, why'd you break the hot box? I was like, I can't breathe.
Uh,
So that
bro,
night was pretty fun. Just cause like smoking experience wise, like we had everything you could ever want.
yeah.
So that was fun.
Bro, there's something about being young, like with no priorities and nothing to worry about. Smoking is awesome.
Yeah. And I remember this one time looking like in the moment it wasn't funny, but looking back at it, it was so fucking funny. It was at Rocco's, and it was when it was Josh, Ali, Ahmed, and I, and then Rocco, and he has a bong and shit, and everyone just hitting it in his room, and then and his mom, drunk as fuck. Like when we were downstairs for a second, and he started drinking his mom's liquor, and then his mom was drunk, like she's day drinking and shit, like
Mm-hmm.
and like I walk in the house and her big ass boyfriend come walking down the stairs, and Rocco's like hiding the liquor from him because like he's gonna snitch or some shit. And he's just hiding the liquor from him. Like he had that shit behind his back. He's like, hey, what's up, Dave? And then like I don't know where the fuck that dude went. He just like he walked out the back door and never came back. So I don't know what the deal with that was. Anyways, yeah, so then we go back up in his room and he put the liquor back and everything, and then like a few minutes later his mom start yelling at him like, why'd you drink my liquor, you son of a bitch? I let you not go to school, I let you skip school, and this is how you repay me, by drinking my shit. You're drinking my shit, you're stealing my shit. What the fuck? You're fucking fuck up. Blah 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 blah. She's like, I'm gonna break this fucking door down, and I'm gonna beat your ass. And the door is locked and shit, and we're like, yeah, she's not breaking down the door. And then we hear like, boom, boom. She's running up at the door trying to break that shit down. And then Ahmed stood up and he started growling, and she's like, I'm gonna stop her. And I was like, what is this nigga on?
Bro, I'm mad. Bro, this dude, I'm mad, bro. I'm gonna stop her,
and, jo-
guys.
and Josh and I were like serious. We thought she was like being serious. We thought like she was gonna like start. We thought she was like tripping or something. Like I don't know. Josh and I just stood up because we were like, what are we supposed to do? Like Like, we thought she was about. I didn't know that. I didn't know that his door was locked. I thought. I don't know. I was just too hyped for that shit. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Josh and I, we were just standing in the middle of his room, like
Oh.
looking at each other, and then Rocco's playing Fortnite on his big ass TV that he had, with his headset and bong in his hand, and he's like, "Mom, stop! I have friends over."
Oh
It's like,
my
"Mom, you're
god.
bugging. Stop. Chill out." That shit was funny.
When my mom got drunk, it was cool because, like, although she was like more expressive with her emotions, like she would get angry, she wouldn't know what was going on. Like, she would be too drunk to process that we hecka intoxicated. Like, I remember one time when we was on shrooms in my basement, she
Mhm.
came down. I
Mhm.
forgot. I was on shrooms. So I had completely forgot that she had told us not to leave the house. The first thing I told her was, "Yeah, we went to the." Yeah, we left the house and went to the grocery store. And she got all mad and she's like, "Pick this shit up right now." All drunk, stumbling. And it
Yeah,
was funny because,
I
like,
didn't even notice she was drunk, bro. That's how.
yeah, I don't know either, but I kind of
I
knew.
thought she
I
like caught
knew.
us or something.
I thought she did too because, like, I don't know, just shroom paranoia. And she was like, "Pick this shit up," and so like all three of us are just so like my mom intoxicated. You, me, and my mom just fucking. My mom's drunk out of her mind. Yeah, you just like that's typically how I used to get away with shit back in the day. Like I used to get grounded, and like during that period so many times my mom's alcohol addiction would save me because like whenever she's drunk she wouldn't even like be thinking about me getting high, like if it'd be so obvious to everybody else that
Yeah.
I was baked out of my mind, and she was so drunk, and then she just wake up the next day like nothing happened, like
You could have probably like told her like I'm obliterated, and then she'd
nah,
wake up
because
the
like I
next day and
remember
be like,
that's how me and Riku, like when we smoked like the second strongest strain of weed in the world supposedly. I don't know, whatever Google. I bet they're stronger now, but like we were like so high, like because we didn't smoke that much at all. It was probably like 3 grams, so like 1.5 between the two of us. But we were so high,
huh.
like really high, and my mom made me do stuff because it was during the day, but she was mad at me because she thought I was high, which I was. But she got drunk and she forgot about it. And
And then she saw you do your laundry.
yeah, she was like, "Put this shit away right now." And I was all high. I was like, all right, I'm about to just ease through this laundry. And I did. And she was like, oh, he did his laundry. He can't be high.
He's
uh,
being responsible. Can't be
like, she
high.
didn't say that, but, like, I just knew, like, she
Yeah.
was like, because the way she was looking at me, she was, like, confused because she thought she was drunk and she really thought I was high. But then she saw me do my laundry and she was like, huh. I think in her head, like, because I don't think she ever did weed up until that point. I'm sure she's done it now like once and tried it out. But
Yeah. My
but she
mom
was
said
just
when she
like,
tried it, she just went to bed.
yeah, it's weird cuz like when you have like good first times with drugs, like usual people, and then like there's some people that just like Anna, she smoked weed for the first time with Duda before she left. And and I was like trying to talk to her, like I was kind of like, yo, what do you think about it, like what do you feel like, and all like it was boring. She's like, yeah, I just ate food and felt tired and I fell asleep. It's like, oh my goodness.
I just went. I do 8-bit. Well, my mom had. She said she took an edible or something. It's like she did edibles, and then she said that she just felt tired and went to bed. And I was like, what the fuck? Can't do that, mom. You're wasting the weed. You just wasted your high.
I've had good experiences where like when I
She
like
probably had the best sleep of her life though, probably.
facts like there's no way she was like she's a light sleeper, right? She
Yeah.
probably wasn't when she was high.
Oh yeah.
You get the best sleep when you're high, but it's like when you wake up,
Mhm.
it's like you still feel kind of like it, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
not. I don't really like that feeling. Makes me feel like a bum. That's just me personally. But when I was like a little bit before I quit weed, like when I like wasn't really messing with me getting high, but I was still getting high because it was just in my cycle because I was a stoner. I remember like I just wouldn't smoke weed as often, and then I would smoke weed at work, and I smoked weed with Luna. Like we'd go to the gym after work, and smoking weed before the gym, like before you lift weights, is so fun. Like it's nice. It makes lifting weights better. Like smoking weed and working out is nice.
Yeah, I like smoking weed and hooping. But like it's really fun hooping, but then like it just takes all the high out of you. Like your like high just doesn't last as
Bro,
long. Like it just
I took Finley to the gym, and he was high as hell. And I was like, I was like, we're just going to Zaya's to pick up Luna. We're gonna smoke, and then we smoked, and then, or I don't think I smoked, but Luna and him smoked, and we're like, where are we going to gym? And he was so high that he was like, he's just like, oh, I can't even, cause like I was driving, like he couldn't. He was just like, oh, I'm going to the gym now and hooping, and so he got his backpack and his like basketball shoes. He went to the gym and hooped high as hell, and then Sebastian was there, that guy in your grade.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
like the one time, and Finley looked so high and was so high.
Sebastian is friends with he's like best friends with Drew. He smoked, so he probably knew. He knew what was
Yeah,
up.
he definitely knew, but like I was just like I didn't know that. But like I don't know, and like Finley's like gym friends were there, who are like the gym friends. They're all like 30,
Oh
and
yeah, the old heads,
yeah, like
black old heads.
plays basketball with these black 30-year-olds.
Dude,
And
one time,
they're it's like all them and then Sebastian and Finley's just walking in faded, ready to hoop.
one time there was like 30 of them. Like the gym was packed. Like all the old heads popped out, and I was like, it was like I don't know who was with me, who was playing. Oh, Mello was there. Okay, it was like there's Drew, Josh, Zaya, Mello, Ali. Everyone was in that bitch. And then there was like 30 plus old heads. And we got there before everyone else, so we had a team and shit.
Yeah.
And we were playing the runs, pickup. And then all the old heads were watching us. And they were all like commenting and shit. Like it was so funny.
They were like
And we were
yelling
all,
at y'all, coaching y'all
yeah,
through it.
we were high as I was like high as fuck, but I was balling still. I mean, I sometimes I hoop better while I'm baked. So like, cause like the confidence and shit,
You
I just be pulling anything.
you probably just like you're probably just like you don't even notice when you miss. You're so high. You're just like you're not upset.
I remember the first. Well, I was like so hard. Like I remember the first play that I made. I was like dribbling the ball of the court, and then I stopped. And then I was like trying to pass it to someone, and then I just threw it at the fucking defender. I just threw it right to him.
Oh,
I was like, my bad, guys.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just threw it right at him. I didn't even.
A couple days ago, the other day when you and Ali smoked and I was there,
Yeah.
When you was inside, kind of, me and Ali were talking. We was just like, I don't know how JT be getting high like in front of his parents, and his parents just don't be knowing. Like it's so obvious. And Ollie's like, bro, I know. Like he just be getting high and hanging out with his parents. Like it's so weird. And we just kind of
I
like he
don't.
just gets high, and he
I don't
like
hang out
you
with my
get you don't
parents.
hang out, you get high, and then right after you gotta go do something with your parents conveniently. And me and him were
Yeah.
just kind of talking like that. Like, and I was just telling the story about Easter when we was going to church and you got high before, and then your mom wanted to go. It's like, bro, you look so high. Like, I wasn't high, but I saw you be high in front of your mom, and I thought I was freaking out. I was paranoid. I was like, his how do you? I was like, his
She
mom's for
always
sure
thinks
gonna
I'm
say something.
high. She always thinks I'm high.
It's
So it's
because you
like,
always are. It's
well,
like it's just your normal face now. She's just like, yeah, JT's eyes are always red.
yeah.
I
But she
remember
just
when I
be,
was like
she
a
randomly be walking up to me, accusing me like I was just eating ice cream one night. It was like a little late, but I'm up on a game and then I want to go make me some ice cream, and then I walk downstairs, and then she like wakes up because she's a light sleeper, and I'm just like walking down the staircase, and I guess that's enough noise to wake her up. Well, I mean, if she just closed her door, it would really eliminate a lot of that. She
yeah,
wouldn't really,
the
but she
sound
sleeps with
waves,
her door open. So
bro. Um, I I remember when I was like really a stoner. I don't know when this was actually. I don't know the time period. I know it wasn't early on. I think it. Well, it's not just like a one time thing, but it's just like when I used to be smoking weed regularly, and I think also for I don't know if it was freshman year because I like she would know she just didn't care, but like when I was smoking regularly in middle school, like I just remember like I'd be high like almost every day, and my mom like she never knew when I was high, and like she never said nothing because I was high so often, but then like whenever I was high, like whenever I wasn't high, she'd be like, "Are you high right now?" And I was always so confused. I like would get, and then I'd get high, and I'd be thinking about it. I'd be like, "Oh my goodness, I smoke weed so much that like my mom thinks when I'm high
when
is
I'm
how I normally
sober,
act." Yeah,
yeah,
and then when I'm like the few days that I'm sober, she thinks I'm high because I'm just act, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness."
acting different.
Yeah, and like she would really get on my
Hey,
head
you're a
about
little
it.
less lazy. You high?
I don't know, you're
Yeah.
more energetic than usual. Are you under the influence?
You seem to be not under the weather. You seem to be doing just fine. Are you high?
I don't know how, but my eyes used
He's
to get
like,
really red. My eyes get really red, so I don't know how. I feel like when you're high every day, your eyes just get less red, like they adapt to the visuals and like the strain on your eyes. So, like
I
when
be
you're high
using.
more often.
I just put in some eye drops. I've had this bottle of eye drops for a long ass time, and it's a small ass bottle. Yet I still got shit in there.
I
Works
don't
like a charm.
I don't try to have eye jobs really. Like I just like if they're there, yeah, I'll take them. But like
That's how I secure the bag. Make sure don't get caught.
I remember when I first started smoking with Riku, and when he kind of just got into it, but he got into it just like a little bit before I did. I don't know. I was friends with him before weed, but like he got into it like probably like a month before I did, or a couple of weeks. I don't know. Whenever we first started smoking, we were over at Cole's house. I remember we cared about keeping our high so much so we would get our money's worth. Like he would like look up, like he would like he I don't know, when you're on stoner TikTok you just have all this information. He'd be like, I remember I was eating salsa and he was like that's good. He's like, here, try this, and I tried it. He's like, that's good, ain't it? And I was like, yeah, that is pretty bussin', especially since we faded. And then he'd be like, yeah, that, don't eat any more of that. It'll kill your high. And so he just didn't eat none of the salsa. Like, he's like, spicy food kills the high. And I was like, all right. Like, because you
You know
get,
what? You know what's
we
always busting when you high? Canes. Always busting.
canes, facts, bro. I don't know how,
Canes always busting.
I told you the story with Jenna, right?
Nah.
Yeah, like when we got home after smoking, we was really high, or my house, in my basement, and we ate all these, we was in the garage fridge, we ate all these, like, drumstick ice
Oh
creams.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and your mom
And then,
came
like,
downstairs.
we left the wrappers out, and I had called my mom to get us canes,
Yeah.
because we wanted more we wanted, like, actual food, not just ice cream. And
Yeah.
so she saw, like, a bunch of, like,
The drumstick rappers,
the
yeah.
drumsticks, yeah, and then she saw, like,
Boy, you guys must be hungry.
and then like we fell asleep watching TV together. She woke us up and she was like, "I got you your canes," and I was like, "Oh, thank you, mom." I forgot about it because I was high. I was like, "Thanks, mom. I forgot I told you to." I was like, I think I said, "I forgot I told you to." Couldn't have been that long, but in my head it was a long minute ago. And then we was messing it up. And then like I used to eat a lot with Jenna. Like I just like purposely like eat so much. Just and I'd
That's
force
how
her to
people
eat
be
much.
gaining weight during relationships. People be gaining
No,
weight.
like I like
You see that?
purposely ate a lot. I think it's because I was really skinny. Like if you go in our Snapchat saves chats, bro. Well, that was before. Like I think I was just trying to eat to grow, so I was just eating a bunch. But I wasn't really care. If and
Eat,
then
eat, eat.
after, if you go into our Snapchats, I started like eating like I was cutting and I was like doing like 100 push-ups, 100 squats a day, and like a ab routine. Like I was like really on some spiritual stuff. I don't know. I had like a spiritual journey. I was trying to get closer to the universe. I didn't believe in God, but I was like spiritual. I was trying to like, I was like, oh my goodness, I want to open my third eye, but I don't think I'm ready yet. So I like started preparing and like meditating, and like I was like being really healthy for no reason, but I was like trying to open my third eye. I don't think I would ever want to open my third eye and see like the spiritual realm of things, because there definitely is a spiritual realm, but like
Yeah, you'd be able to see all the like demons and shit.
the
Like, I
only
ain't trying to see that
like
shit. I ain't trying to see
bro,
that shit.
bro, there's demons that can have you do good things, but the thing is, what it says is like the only spirit that's good for you is the Holy Spirit. So like God
Amen.
essentially. And then so like if you have, even if demons are doing good things for you, they're still demons. Like it's trickery. They're still trying to get you into hell. So like
Yeah.
demons can make your life better. And I feel like people don't really understand what selling your soul is. Like they think it's like a joke, like going to the devil. But like if you like look at like porn stars, they sell their soul because they make their living off of sin, and they can break that. But you also, the Lord says, you can't sell your soul, because your soul doesn't belong to you, JT. Your like JT's soul doesn't belong to him. It belongs to its creator. Like you can't sell your soul because it doesn't belong to you. It's not yours to sell. So
Mm.
that's reassuring. So like the devil tries to trick people into making them think they sold their soul, but and that's why you're like,
Oh,
oh dang,
you
like
saying if like hypothetically, well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say in this hypothetical situation I'm gonna sell my soul. But let's say a guy named John says he wants to become rich and famous, and he wants to sell his soul. He does a whole ritual and everything, sells his soul, and then Well, the deal is, what if the devil would, you know how the devil, he makes deals, he's like, well, since you're selling your soul and everything, like you'll die when you're 28. Have you heard those? Have you heard those
Yeah.
stories of
Those people, yeah, those
XS
people like,
Tentacion?
yeah, like he'd see demons on psychedelics and like,
Yeah, when he was on acid, he
yeah,
saw and when he was in prison, he had a demon. He said that he was talking to a demon, and the demon was telling him about all the success he's gonna have, but he's gonna die very soon, and he was told when he was gonna
yeah,
die
and
and
he started
everything.
talking about it, and then it came true.
Yeah, that's some really that's some like real shit, man.
Yeah, like no, the spiritual world is definitely real, and I was tricked into like believing at one point, like especially being on drugs, like that weed's good, and like because it definitely drugs are definitely can help you in a spiritual sense, but it's like what spirit, like spiritual means like spirit is a key word in spiritual,
Mhm.
and it's like what spirit are you following? Because like any spirit, that's not the Holy Spirit, bro. Not good for you.
So,
And even if they're doing good things, they just want to get you into hell.
mhm.
The devil will act like your friend, but then laugh at you when you're burning in hell. And that's the thing, bro. It's like some people, they did like, even like atheists, like people like, I think it's because I wanted to stand out and be different, is where it really stemmed from. It's
I
like,
was Christian for a long time, and then I was atheist, and like in like sixth and fifth grade, I was like an atheist, and then I went back to Christianity. I found myself.
like I grew, I grew up in an atheist household, you know that, but
Mhm.
just like, I don't know. Everybody hated on Christians because they thought my. It's weird, but the Holy Spirit will show itself to you, and then you just understand it, and it's like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. And then these people are nice, or they're sinners just like us. Like that's what I meant. It's like they don't think they're better than us, and
I'm glad you opened your heart to Jesus.
yeah, and then like some people would like I always like tried to like meditate and get like closer to spirit because I wanted to, because I was really interested in all this when all this was going on, and I wanted to open my third eye at one point, and so I was like, and then I was watch a bunch of spiritual videos. Like, there's always things like watch this, open your third eye. But I'd watch like these spiritual people who had their third eye open, and they're like, some people had just have spiritual awakenings, but it's like with most people, it's not how it works. You got to really train your body to get on the right frequency, and you gotta you gotta train your body and your mind to be ready to open it, and eventually
Mhm.
with enough meditation it will gradually open, but one day it'll just open. But there's like many ways, like you gotta watch what you eat. Like veganism is a good way to get your frequency up, because when you're eating meats and like dead animals, you don't know what like demons that dead animal possess, like, or what frequency it was on when it died, and that's the meat you're consuming to get your energy, so it's going to affect your energy and your mind state.
I wonder how like in tone my brother is, cause he's been vegetarian for quite a few months, and the reason he's doing it is because of Jesus,
Yeah,
which is
that's
honestly like it's really surprising, cause it just came out of nowhere. He's not like he doesn't go to church. He doesn't really read the Bible or anything. It's just like
well, you
it just
wouldn't
came
know
out of
because it's like
nowhere.
your brother's thing, and like the thing is,
Like
God
that was
didn't, like, if you read the Bible, God doesn't come to people when they're around other people.
yeah.
So it's very possible that, like, if you read the Bible, in every story, God showed Himself when God showed Himself. Not Jesus just like performing miracles out in the open, but like when God Himself would come down and talk to people, like in Old Testament, He only showed Himself when they were alone. And that's one thing I saw recently in a video. This preacher, he was talking about. He was talking about that. He was like, don't feel bad that you're alone. God wants you alone. Like, if you might feel lonely right now, don't try to interrupt God's plan. Like, Of course, go out and meet people, but don't try to be like these dating apps, bro. These apps to make friends. Like, go out and do stuff just on your own time. Don't try to affect God's time, and God will put people in your life. But if you're lost and you're alone, God wants you to be alone so you can find Himself, and hopefully He can show Himself. But you got to be able, you got to want to see Him. But God wants you alone so He can show Himself to you. You feel me?
Yeah.
And look back in our memories, JT. This was when I was on my, I think maybe I was coming off of it, but or I was still on it. But this was around the time. Like if you see how skinny I was, that's because I was watching what I was eating, and I tried to keep my frequency good. Like I was exercising, I was meditating, I was smoking weed, I was trying to eat clean, and like if you look at my body, like there should be a video of us. I had some. I was wearing blue pajama pants and a wife beater.
Let me go back in the chats. Which one should I get with my Christmas money? On Christmas Day, last 2 years ago. two
What I
years ago.
say?
No, not even 2 years. It was last Christmas. You said, which one should I get with my
What was I
Christmas
talking
money?
about?
I can't see it's loading. I'm gonna turn on my Wi-Fi real quick. See if it runs faster. All these chats are still loading. Oh, there we go. There are a bunch of shirts. I remember. I'm half emo, half real nigga.
Oh, that was
South
yeah.
instigator. I hate fat hoes. Rehab is for quitters. Legalize drunk driving. Put down the vape and pick up a cig. Be a man.
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, I was tripping. This a,
No,
this
nigga,
stream.
I don't need a percolator,
This Mitchell, man.
nigga. No, nigga, I don't need a percolator, nigga. Cracker.
Cracker.
She got all offended. He called her a cracker. She got all mad.
Shut up, cracker.
Her bro, that girl's name, bro. She's bad, but she's like weird, so I wouldn't. And she's like demonic and whatever, and hangs around a weird, gay accepting demonic group, like who like actually praises the dead. Like there's this girl who has like the pentagram. She carved it in her. Like that's weird. She's friends with her, but like although she's pretty, her name is Princessa.
What?
Yeah, her name is Princessa. That's a fire name. I don't care, bro. That name go hard. Even though she weird, she got a fire name. My recording about to end, bro. The test.
Damn.
Third time's the charm. I think we covered some good topics. I could just keep going.
Yeah.
I feel like I could be a Joe Rogan, like talk about some good stuff. Like that's about like 3 hours of back to back bangers. If the first two would record. Who knows? Maybe this one's not even gonna record.
Yeah, y'all was actually fighting. Fucking Jack. Jack looked like he about to hop. He trying to hop in or
I was,
something, but
yeah.
look, what is
Bro,
Jack doing?
Jack was trying to beef with me. I was supposed to fight Jack, but it was really just so Riku could fight me, and like I kind of knew it, but
Jack look,
I was just like
Jack's like
Jack,
too
I
big
do
of a
like
pussy.
Jack kept beefing with me, and I was like Jack, I do not want to fight you, but like I went to the bathroom because I was gonna fight. I didn't want to fight, but I didn't want to fight Jack. I wanted to fight Riku, but Jack was just beefing through Riku, and so like Jack was just like, let's do it, bro, and he pushed me, and I just remember. Like, he went into the bathroom and he pushed me, and I was like, all right, I'm not about to, like, I'm not about to just push him back and see what he does. Like, I just swung at him. I just hit him so hard, bro. And I was like, oh my goodness, bro, I'm about to beat the crap. And then Riku steps in. I'm like, all right, fair fight. Whatever. If you slow down that video too, I